British doctors treating a 14-year-old Pakistani activist who survived the Taliban assassination attempt are very pleased with her progress, they say. The director of Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Birmingham says Malala Yousafzai appears to be, quote, every bit as strong as we had been led to believe, unquote. But he says she still faces reconstructive surgery and still has a very long way to go. The facility has specialized in treating British servicemen seriously wounded in Afghanistan. Reza Saya has been following this story since it broke, and he's just traveled to the SWAT Valley to speak to a girl that was wounded in the same attack as Malala. We'd heard Reza, who is now live in Islamabad, that Malala had some schoolmates with her in that van when she was attacked, and you got to speak to one of them. What did she tell you?
Well, of course, much of the attention after this brutal attack has gone to Malala Yousafzai. She suffered the most serious injury with that gunshot wound to the head, but two other girls were shot as well. Their wounds are not life-threatening, but still, in many ways, they fought the same fight that Malala did several years ago in 2008, 2009, when the Taliban came through the SWAT region, started shutting down schools, even blowing up schools. These were the girls who defied the Taliban by continuing to go to class, continuing to get an education. We met one of these girls today, Kainat Ahmed, 16 years old. She was shot in the arm. She was sitting right next to Malala when Taliban gunmen came up to their school van and opened fire. She said it was a terrible moment. She hasn't slept much over the past week, but she told us if she had to do it again, if she had to speak out against the Taliban again, she'd do it.
Do you regret standing up against the Taliban now that you've been hurt?
No, sir, I don't regret it. God willing, I will continue my education.
What do you want the world to know?
Girls' education here is more important than boys, because boys can have any jobs they want here, but girls cannot. I want to tell all the girls to continue their mission to get an education.
Another remarkably brave girl, Kainat Ahmed. Shazia Ramzan is another teenage girl who was shot in this attack. They're going to be okay. And in talking to Kainat today, Hala, she's more concerned about Malala. Of course, she's in much more serious of a condition.
Right, of course. But what did she tell you about the attack itself? I mean, it must be so traumatizing to go through something like this, even if you survive with minor injuries compared to Malala. How is her life going to change now? Can she go back to living the way she was living before?
Well, that remains to be seen. I mean, as far as the attack goes, we asked her, what happened during the attack, and she says, I don't remember anything. I remember the gunmen coming up, asking for Malala. There's conflicting accounts whether people pointed out Malala, some say they didn't, and the gunmen simply recognized her. But she said she heard a bang, and next thing you know, she fell into her teacher's lap, and she doesn't remember anything afterwards. The government is offering both Kainat and Shazia protection. So my guess is, moving forward, their life is going to change. How much is it going to change? That remains to be seen.
Okay, Reza Saya is in Islamabad with that exclusive interview with one of the survivors of that Taliban attack. Thank you.